please welcome him.
الحمد لله وكفى والسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد. We are all here for a particular reason. Whatever the mainstream media coverage says about us being anti-Semites and this being an anti-Semitic protest. Anyone here an anti-Semite? Raise your hand. Anyone here pro-Hamas? Here only because you're here to support Hamas. I don't recall ever going to a rally since 1980 something about Gaza because of Hamas. The only time I ever went to a rally is when small children, their blood was being spilled. That's why we're here. And if the media watches and listens, let them watch and listen. Otherwise, you spread this through your social media accounts. Spread it through your Twitter. Spread it through your Facebook, Instagram if it hasn't been canceled yet. Spread it through your TikTok if they haven't shut it down yet. This movement is working. They're telling everybody in America. I talk to people who live in rural places, who live in Iowa, who live in rural Minnesota, who live in Texas. They say these kids are here and they have no idea why they're here. You tell me, are you here because you don't want children to be killed anymore? Are you here because you don't want to unearth another mass grave with hundreds of hospital patients with their hands zip-tied behind their backs, with bullets in their head, and they still didn't have the decency to take the catheters even out? I promise you the day we stop seeing the broken corpses, the burned corpses of mothers, children, father, refugees, the corpses of hospital patients, all of this will go away. We all have something we'd rather be doing right now. You tell me, the day that they stop showing us pictures of these corpses, will you be here to protest anymore? We're not people who you may have something to protest, but it's not going to be like this. We're not unreasonable people. We have very simple demands. Those demands are what? We don't expect that the president of UIC or the chancellor or whatever you have at top is going to end all violence in the world always and is going to fulfill every one of your hopes, wishes, dreams, and desires. But what do we expect reasonably from them? That they divest in arms that are killing children, that they divest in technology that's killing children, that they divest in the means and in the political cover, the economic cover, the diplomatic cover, the governmental cover, the academic cooperation with those people who are killing children. And it's not just Israel. Any country in the world, even if it's me, even if it's my family, even if it's my religion, whoever it is who is participating in spilling the blood of children, will be here to protest all of that until it's done. That's why we're here. So I want to wrap this up. I'm not here to speak. I was asked to speak. You guys are the heroes. You guys are the ones who are doing the real work. I'm here to have my name counted with you because I believe that when I die, I'm going to be raised up again and have to give an account of deeds in front of God. And I will count this day as a day of pride. I have a lot of things I've done in my life that I'm not proud of. But I will count this day as a day of pride that I showed up on the side against baby killers, not with them. So my message to my brothers and sisters on the other side of the aisle. We're also Americans. We also love America. It's not an anti-American rally. Someone here may not like America. That's up to them. But even then, what's more American than being able to express your own opinions, have free speech and express your own opinions, right? So we're all here for the same thing. You also, which of you is in favor of spilling the blood of children? Raise your hands. Which of you is here to express support for the spilling the blood of children? Raise your hands. Notice none of them are raising their hands. If they think that it's a lie, they're misinformed. My advice to all of us is to take them by the hand and with love to show them the information and try to convince them that way. If, however, we're all on the same team, wallahi, we're all on the same team here. We all live in the same land, we drink the same water, and we breathe the same air. I'm not your enemy. Someone has spent billions of dollars in order to show you that I'm your enemy and the people around us are your enemy. We're all in this together. There are people, when shown the proof, they will change their minds. And we're also amongst them. If someone shows us proof that we're deceived, we'll also change our minds. Let's sit together and talk. But don't pass bills in the U.S. Congress, the House of Representatives, that criminalize free speech. Dissenting with Zionism is not hate speech, and it's not anti-Semitism. And even if it was, it is protected by the Constitution. Let's work together against anti-Semitism by showing how wrong it is. Let's work against the killing of babies by showing how wrong it is. And if you have something you want to convince us, let's also sit down and hear from others. However, I tell you another thing that I know from my long experience. There are some people who know what's wrong, and they still do it anyway. They have all of the information, and they're still going to do it anyway. Some of them know about the spilling of blood of these children more than you know and more than I know. And they're complicit in ways that are deeper than what you know and what I know, and they're still going to keep on doing it. And so for those people, I tell you, the keystone virtue of the people of Palestine and the people of Gaza is a virtue known as sumud, which is what? The ability to weather the storm, the ability to take the batterings of life, the vicissitudes of life, the ups and downs of life, and stay firm when you know your cause is just. Brothers and sisters, you need sumud. You need to be able to stay day in and day out. Even if every hypocrite and every traitor and every liar and cheater and every devil comes to you and says, well, these children, they deserve to have their blood spilled. These hospitals should be spilled. Don't protest because it's interrupting the education process. Every single university in Gaza was bombed into the ground. What kind of hypocrite, devil, traitor to God, traitor to his brother man would stand up and accept every single university, every single hospital, every single mosque, every single church, those churches that are older than the message of Islam and the message of the Quran that has been circulated amongst mankind? How many of you are going to stand and say that that's okay, or listen to the devils that are telling you that you should compromise with it? No, my brothers and sisters, if you know your cause is right, then have sumud. Stand and bear the beatings of time. God is on your side. History is on your side. Everything that's good and decent is on your side. May God give us help. May God give us protection. And we know that we are going to win because there's no other way that this could end. Unless a person believes that lies are more solid than falsehood, or that evil is more solid than good. And I don't believe anyone who believed that would have come out here today. May God subhanahu wa ta'ala give you support and help. Thank you for the time, and I appreciate everything. Please keep me in your prayers. And free Palestine!